Curious.
Good morning and welcome to an Alice-inspired day. I've donned my most Alice-inspired outfits and I'm excited to jump down the rabbit hole to Wonderland. To start the day, I'm making my favorite porridge, as porridge might have been a breakfast that Alice had before her trek to Wonderland, as it was a common Victorian breakfast. I use cream of wheat over oats, as that's what I've come to prefer. It makes a nice creamy type of porridge and not as dry and lumpy as I find that oatmeal can be. With a little salt, vanilla, and sugar, and when topped with fruit, it makes such a nice start to the day. In this video, I'll be sharing me playing croquet and a bit of history about the sport, some not very red roses from my favorite garden, preparing tarts and other goodies for tea, decorating and hosting a Mad Hatter tea party for my daughter, my Alice look-alike doll, which I think is very darling, and a very fun video game trip into Wonderland. I'm so excited for you to join me, but remember, we are all a little mad here. Yeah, there he is. So I thought, in full Alice fashion, that it wouldn't be an Alice-inspired day if we didn't play croquet. I found this set a couple years ago at a garage sale, and I'm really excited to set it up and give it a try with my daughter. The finishing stick and the other hoops. So according to the Croquet Foundation of America, and I quote, "Croquet is believed to have first been played by 13th century French peasants who used crudely fashioned mallets to whack wooden balls through hoops made of willow branches. The origins of the modern game have been traced back to 1852, when a game called croquet was introduced to England from Ireland, where it had been played since the 1830s. Widespread popularity came when a London sporting goods manufacturer by the name of John Jacques began selling complete croquet sets. With the availability of equipment, croquet flourished and soon became one of the primary social and recreational activities of the British leisure class." Oops. Start here, trying to go over there. You hit it? Woo! I did it! You try again. There you go. This is a bird bath that I mosaicked with China. I think it turned out so sweet. However, the grout has gone a little murky looking. is the only rose bush in my garden. It was a transplant from my mom's house, and it's small, but it's flowering, and I will not be painting them red.
Mommy.
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. The Knave of Heart, he stole those tarts, and he took them clean away. The King of Hearts called for the tarts, and beat the Knave full sore. The Knave of Hearts brought back the tarts, and vowed he'd steal no more. This poem, The Queen of Hearts, is apparently an English poem and nursery rhyme. And it was published by an anonymous author in a British magazine in April of 1782. And it was, The Queen of Hearts was one of 4 other stanzas that was created. And it was the one that became the most popular and became even more popular after Lewis Carroll referenced it in, of course, Alice in Wonderland, specifically chapter 11, Who Stole the Tarts? And I thought it would only be fitting for my upcoming tea party to make some very simple jam tarts to go along with our party. For our tea party, I'm also baking up a French vanilla bundt cake, and I already cooked up some of these French butter cookies that I had still in my freezer.
Mommy.
And to avoid being too heavy in the kitchen, I'm just gonna pop them in. So welcome to my Mad Hatter tea party table. I'm very excited to share this because I bought this table a few years ago secondhand and put it in my garden because I've been so formed by Alice in Wonderland that I was like, I need to have a Mad Hatter tea party table in my backyard. And it shows because this chair has the middle missing, and the table is sagging in the middle because it's been watered on. But I'm very excited to set up a Mad Hatter tea party and share it all with you. course the dormouse had to attend. I do say this is a rather mad tea party, don't you, little miss? I haven't been able to get a spot of tea anywhere. And the time, who's got the time? Do you? Do you? Well, you know, it is my own birthday too. But what do you think, Dormouse? I don't know. Some tea. Finally, I see some tea. Oh, it's just what I need on this arduous journey. But wait, where'd it go? Well, that's rather odd. It disappeared out of my cup. Oh, I'm just kidding. I just lost track of it. Yum. Simple but lovely. As I'm enjoying my delicious cake, which turned out really good, it made me think about this book that I just finished reading, Magic for Marigold by Ella Montgomery. Very sweet novel. But there is this chapter near the end of the book, and Marigold's last name was Leslie, and the Leslie clan at Cloud of Spruce. And the Leslies were proud of the fact that they always had cake. They were always prepared for unexpected visitors, unexpected calls, because they always had cake. But in this one particular chapter, they had to leave for a certain reason, the mother and the grandmother, and there was no cake in the house, and they were so worried. And there just so happened to be unexpected callers that came to the house. But Marigold, in her wisdom, and she decided to go into the kitchen, and she baked up that famous Leslie cake, and nobody was none the wiser, and her mom and grandmother were so proud. So who knows, maybe you should always have cake for the unexpected visitor. Like a diamond in the sky, twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. So hello and welcome to another segment where I get to share a doll with you based on the character that this day is inspired by, Alice of Alice in Wonderland. This is one of my just like favorite looks. But I'm showing her these really adorable little pins that I have. They must, you know, I don't know, on the back it says pin trading, authentic official Disney Parks pin trading. I have no idea, I don't remember where I got them, but I absolutely enjoy them, and I display them right beside my doll. But yeah, I'm going to share with you the doll that I fashioned after Alice. And here she is. She's originally an American Girl Tenny Grant, which I think was a 2017, 2014. I don't know the specifics doll, but I had been hunting for one, like keeping my eyes out for one, because I so wanted to create an Alice looking doll. And Tenny, the best part about Tenny, I think she's kind of controversial on her looks, but I don't really understand why. Because I think she's, you know, got a really pretty look to her. She's got like kind of a dark brown eye. She's got a really nice color on her lips, some freckles on her nose. But the best part about her is this gorgeous wig. Like, look at her hair. Isn't it beautiful? It's one of the longest wigs, I swear, that you could possibly get. And it's this beautiful golden blonde color. And I did not receive her like this. I purchased her and another doll from a lady who was selling them from her quite young daughter. Like, I'd say she was 6 or under. So they were in rough fur shape. Her hair was very, very bad. But thankfully, with a little bit of TLC, I was able to give it this beautiful curled look. And it just screams Alice to me, her hair. So I was super happy when I was able to find and pick up her, and it was actually this my Anne inspired doll. But yeah, she's wearing this blue dress that is actually made out of the same fabric that the dress I'm currently wearing is made out of. And I just made this little blue puff sleeved dress, and I also made this little apron. It's rather small. I honestly need to make like a new pinafore style apron, but just this little apron over top, which Alice is always seen, you know, wearing, at least in. Sweetie, I'm showing people.
I'm talking.
And then one of my favorite details is I found these. I'm talking, sweetie, so you need to be quiet. I found these knit white socks and these beautiful little like Mary Jane shoes at the thrift store one time in like a grab bag. So that was a really cool find. It came with like a few different socks and this pair of shoes. I just think that overall, like, she came together so well, and I really enjoy just looking at her on my display. And, you know, at some point when my daughter's older, we can role play some adventures in Wonderland. So to finish off this Alice-inspired day, I'm pulling out my Alice in Wonderland Wii version game. I loved this game as a kid, and it really is a fun and unique way to immerse yourself into Wonderland, the Tim Burton Wonderland anyways. And here I am, just getting a new game started. I knew it. McTwist picked up the wrong Alice. Absalom should have sent me up there, not him. The game practically takes you through the plot of Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland, from determining if Alice is Alice to finding Absalom and then looking for the Vorpal sword and the armor to fight the Jabberwock. And you get to play as a variety of characters, including McTwist the White Rabbit, the Dormouse, the March Hare, the Mad Hatter, and Cheshire Cat, and each comes with their own unique powers and abilities to help you maneuver your way through Wonderland and fight the Red Guard enemies.
What were those awful things?
Red Knights. Nothing for you to worry about. We won't let them hurt you.
What a relief, thank you.
Yeah, now let's go talk to the Rose. Over here.
I do hope so. We need to get through this gate, but these awful thorns are in our way. Do you know a way past?
I certainly do. Speak with Rosemary, that withered old flower in amongst the brambles.
But she looks fast asleep. How do I wake her up?
Do you know the song, Jabberwock Knup?
Jabberwock and what?
Jabberwock Knup. Sing the song and she'll wake up.
But I don't know any song named Jabberwock and Up.
It goes like this. Jabberwock Knup.
Oh, my painted petals. What time is it?
It's late, Rosemary. Getting later. Can you open these gates for us? We need to see Absalom.
Absalom? Whatever for?
We think we found Alice, that little girl from years ago, remember? Excuse me. Rosemary, can you just open the gate so we can get through? Absalom is waiting.
I wish I could, but I don't think I can. Look at me. I've been here such a long time. My branches are practically fused to this infernal gate.
Time can be so terribly cruel. Don't fret. I'll fix him.
Wow.
Upon my word, Mr. McTwisp, thank you. Through the gate you go. And do give my regards to Mr. Absalom when you see him.
Some other options for keeping in the Alice in Wonderland mood are watching the classic Disney adaptation, or one of my personal faves is the 1999 live action version. It is iconically whimsical. If you're looking for a more dark or edgy version, try American McGee's Alice PC computer game or his sequel, Alice Madness Returns. I'm really excited to hopefully get this on the upcoming Steam sale. You could try your hand at chess, as Alice did, or you can also pull out your favorite card game. One of my favorites is this board game called Sequence, and I hope you enjoy.